I told my husband he's made me reconsider leaving him with the kids again. A few days ago, I posted about the night my husband Nathan watched our twins, Ivy and Owen, while I went to my coworker's retirement dinner. I'd made a full pot of chicken and rice that morning, stuck a sticky note on the fridge that said reheat at 350 for 20 minutes, and left the house a little after 5. I got home just past 9. The kitchen smelled like nothing. The pot was still on the stove, cold, lid on, exactly where I'd left it. Ivy was on the couch in her school clothes, eating dry Cheerios straight out of the box. Owen had a red mark on his wrist, shiny and raised, about the size of a quarter. He tried to make popcorn by himself, Ivy said before I even asked. Dad was on his work call. I found Nathan in the office, headset still on, laughing at something on his monitor. I asked how long he'd been in there. I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe, he said. I told them to wait for me. 20 minutes is a long time for a 7-year-old alone with a microwave. I ran Owen's wrist under cold water, checked it wasn't blistered bad enough for urgent care, and then I lost it right there in the kitchen, in front of both kids. You've made me reconsider leaving you with the kids again, I said. Nathan's face went hard. That's insane. It's popcorn, not a car crash. He has a burn on him, Nathan. Kids get hurt sometimes. That doesn't mean I can't be trusted with my own kids. I didn't say anything else that night. I put both of them to bed, iced Owen's wrist again before he fell asleep, and slept on the couch. The next morning, I wrote the Reddit post. I laid out the note, the cold pot, the burn, and exactly what I'd said to him. I wasn't looking for permission to be angry. I think I wanted someone to tell me I hadn't overreacted. Instead, most of the comments agreed the burn was serious, but said the way I'd phrased it made me reconsider leaving him with the kids, made it sound like I thought he couldn't be trusted as a father at all, not just a careless one evening. A few pointed out he'd watched them dozens of times before with nothing going wrong, and one bad night didn't erase that. I read those comments 3 times before I said a word to him. I found him on the back porch that evening, staring at his phone like it owed him money. I sat down next to him. I shouldn't have said it like that, I told him. It came out like I don't trust you with them at all. That's not what I meant. He didn't look at me right away. Then he said, it felt like that though. Like everything I do with them gets graded against how you'd do it. That landed, because it was true. I'm sorry, I said again. I was scared, and I said the cruelest thing I could think of instead of just telling you that. He nodded slowly. I get why you reacted that way. I should have checked on them before I got on that call. We sat out there until it got cold. It wasn't some big dramatic makeup, just 2 people admitting they'd both messed up, but it made me look harder at myself, not just at him. Ivy and Owen are 7 now, and some part of me still sees them as the babies who couldn't hold their own bottles. I'd never let either of them near the stove, never let them make so much as toast, because I was scared of exactly the kind of thing that happened to Owen. Except keeping him away from the microwave his whole life didn't stop him from getting hurt. It just meant nobody had ever shown him how to use one safely. So that Saturday, I pulled a step stool up to the counter. Ivy cracked eggs into a bowl while I stood behind Owen, hand over hand, showing him how to set the timer and stand back from the glass. He kept glancing at me like he expected me to take over. I didn't. I let him scorch the first bag of popcorn a little, and we laughed about the smell, and he tried again. 2 weeks later, I texted Nathan from work asking him to figure out dinner. He texted back a photo instead of a reply. Ivy at the stove stirring a pot of pasta. Owen setting the table. Nathan standing behind them with his arms crossed, not touching anything. The caption said, "They've got this. I just supervise now." I saved that photo before I'd even finished reading it. I'm moving to Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.